I knew that I wanted to play college football throughout my high school years and wanted to go to the place that I would play most. I had no intentions of developing my faith or growing my relationship with Christ. My first day of class, it started to make me feel uncomfortable because I felt as if I didn't belong here. I knew that I got into Yale on a football scholarship, essentially, and the students who were around me, their vocabulary was much stronger than mine. The way they reasoned through certain things, seemed to flow better than I was, and that's what led me to being involved in areas in which I felt accepted and cool. Whatever I could do to get people to like me was my goal in those first few days. A lot of that involved drinking, a lot of that involved smoking. There was a strong focus around if you were having sex with a girl at night, and that played a large role into who was popular. The idea of the difference between right and wrong, I a lot of times dismissed, for the sake of my happiness in those first couple of days. What caused me to feel empty, what caused me to feel weak, was that those things that I was seeking after were harmful and were destructive to, my experience, and also were destroying some of the relationships that I valued. After I had realized that changes needed to be made in my life, one of the basketball players said, "Hey man, I would love for you to come out to Yale Faith in Action, Rooted, our weekly lecture series." And I said, okay. The first powerful encounter that I had with Yale Faith in Action was during our winter retreat. I decided to seek to find my identity in my relationship with Christ that I have been struggling with over the past couple of weeks. What made me feel comfortable within a Christian community were the small group activities. The worship, talking about areas in which we're struggling, talking about areas in which we can better seek God's presence. At that retreat, I experienced God's grace like none other before. The students in Yale Faith in Action are very, very loving. They came up to me with so much love, so much compassion as I started to tell my story and share with some of the students. One of the main things that I've learned is that regardless if I'm doing vocational ministry, government work, or teaching, God will be pleased with what I'm doing as long as I'm seeking His will and I'm seeking His guidance. It's become so natural for me to rely on scriptures and the Word of God for my strength rather than what the world or someone else may tell me.